Hello, hello. This is my second time doing this because the first time it didn't want to work. In March of 2020, the world shut down and the pandemic began.
Breaking news tonight, the coronavirus forcing millions more Americans into virtual lockdown. Over 75 million people.
Life as we knew it vanished overnight. I was 19 at the time, finishing my first year in college, via Zoom. I went from skiing on campus to creating a hand washing tutorial to send to my mom.
How to wash your hands 101.
I believe Easter was about 5 weeks into quarantine. After Easter dinner, I decided to shave my head. To keep busy, I began a photo series in which I took a photo every day for over 2 months. Some of my favorites that I remember were me on my bike, my mom cutting my hair, Grandma and I looking badass, and spraying my face with a hose. My restaurant reopened outside only 3 months into quarantine. That definitely kept me busy. Moxie, on the other hand, was tired of the isolation. I was running out of things to do while quarantining, so I made a video on cooking a bacon and egg sandwich.
Today, I'll be making a bacon egg sandwich with no cheese.
But the biggest escape during the pandemic was the reservation, a place for adventure and creation. Years back, Oliver and I built the tree bench. Then I built the super secret bench. The res was truly a gift to be a part of. Besides snapping photos, I really didn't make much content. In September of that year, I made my first video since I don't even know when. The main section of that video was at the Critter Cabin.
Welcome to the Critter Cabin.
Also known as Will and Andrew's house, a place filled with reptiles, snakes, fish, and a never-ending list of projects. That day's project was spackling the cabin's loft.
It's time to spackle the attic. What?
And here's the loft when it was almost finished. The video was fulfilling, almost a resurrection in creating content, but that didn't last too long. That brings me to 8 months later in May 2021, when I made my next video, a video about maintenance.
Maintenance.
See, after the world was shut down, many things that needed daily maintenance were no longer necessary in terms of the pandemic. The lack of maintenance carried over to one of my benches.
The super secret bench. The floor needs maintenance.
I always enjoyed a good project. I got to focus on one thing and not stress about the future.
The idea is to cut this shape into the cardboard and then trace it onto a new piece of wood.
I finally got the piece I needed for the flooring, and it was time to head back. This time with friends by my side.
What up, cousin? On our way back to the secret bench, we got all the supplies we need, and we got some friends coming along.
50 or no 50? I like the big one. Big.
Alright.
Oh, I'm good.
We got some poly stain. Gotta stain this bench.
So after a couple hours of work, the super bench had a long-lasting facelift. Or so I thought.
But we do begin tonight with this Category 4 hurricane slamming into the U.S. this Sunday,
The
making landfall
strongest hurricane to hit the U.S. mainland in recorded history. It hit around 1 o'clock yesterday.
My hometown got hit pretty hard in the fall of the same year. It wasn't a Sandy hurricane, but it definitely ruined properties, cars, and basements. At this point, I was back at college. I just had class right there, so I never really got to see what Hurricane Ida left behind. A month goes by and I get to visit home. I got to see my family, work at my restaurant, and even explore the reservation. I stopped by the tree bench and reminisced about all the good times I've had there. And then I made my way to the secret bench to check in on my recent project. As I walked down the trail, I noticed a large amount of sunlight that would usually be blocked by trees. And then it hit me. See, the bench was attached to a tree, and the tree was right on the edge of a cliff. And the storm eroded the cliff so much that the tree and the bench went with it. It was an eerie feeling, both sad and funny. The fact that this situation existed was hard to comprehend. I took a seat on the tree, that's now a log, and thought to myself, was all this work and maintenance for nothing? I guess you have to expect the unexpected, and always remember that nothing is forever. Nothing can be maintained forever.